Trunk Nation, Eddie Trunk live on SiriusXM 39. Coming up shortly, we will be joined by Tracii Guns of LA Guns fame. And he'll talk about his new band, Devil City Angels, as well. Coming up on the halfway point of the show. Later on, Bruno and Steve from Danger Danger in the studio. We'll be talking to them for a bit, and we'll let you call in and talk to them as well. Going to play you something else new now that I absolutely love. Joe Holmes, who, really cool of Joe, sent me a really, on Twitter, a picture of him in front of his Marshalls with a little birthday message, which was really kind of cool of him to do. Huge fan of his playing. Another guy who was away for a while and is back into playing again with a new band called FARMIKOS. And it's just such killer stuff. It's one of my favorite new things out right now. The song is called Am I One? Joe Holmes and his new band FARMIKOS. Eddie Trunk, live, Trunk Nation. Among my favorite new music out there, and there's so much great new music out there, but that is something I am just cranking nonstop. Band is called FARMIKOS, and it is the new band. Now see here, there's some guitar at the end there. Now, why didn't Joe leave that up in the mix? I hate when people do that. I hate when there's fades when there's great guitar players, you know? You don't want the song to ever be faded. You want to hear all that tasty stuff that they're fading out on. But anyway, Joe Holmes, who was in Ozzy's band, never made a studio record, unfortunately, but did some live touring, kind of the forgotten Ozzy player, unfortunately, because I thought he was brilliant in the job. And he's back with this new band called FARMIKOS, and it is slamming, as you just heard. That track from the upcoming record. I'm assuming there will be a full record at some point. It's about 5 or 6 songs now that are available digitally, and then there will be a full record. I heard from a few fans, and I feel the same way. They're like, well, you know, there's a song here, a song there. We want a full record. The way the business is now, sometimes they come, sometimes they don't. Everybody does it different ways, but I'm with you. And when the full record is complete, we'll get more into that record. But good stuff. Am I One? Band is called FARMIKOS. Some new music for you here on Trunk Nation. Eddie Trunk live on SiriusXM 39. Now, speaking of new music, speaking of great guitar players, an old friend who I haven't talked to in a very long time joins me now live on the phone line. And hold on a minute, because Katie clicked something on my phones. And Katie, what did you do? Hold on, Tracii. Tracii Guns is joining us. Katie changed something here on the phones, and I cannot answer it here in the studio. Katie, what did you do to me?
They were working. That's what I did.
I can't answer it here. Hold on, Tracii.
Oh, that's why. I know why. That was my fault. I skipped a step.
Give me 1 second, Tracii. Didn't forget about you, Tracii. I gave Tracii that wonderful introduction, and then I couldn't answer his call. Hold on a second. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now we got Mr. Guns.
Hey, wait, before we get started, man, that song was unbelievable.
Isn't that some insane stuff right there?
You know, I was sitting there listening to it going, man, who is this? And I was also thinking, you know, when I was in my early 20s, that would have been like all I listened to. And then Joe Holmes was also my favorite guitar player that filled in with Ozzy, and I'd only seen him like, you know, on Palladia and stuff. I never actually saw him play live. But he's frightening, man. That was amazing.
I know. It's badass. I mean, he's just been, you know, I don't really know him all that well, and I met him. This is interesting. Jakey Lee did his comeback show of sorts. It didn't go all that well, but I hosted his show at the Whiskey, and he, as I'm walking up the stairs, I had always said that Joe was the great kind of forgotten Ozzy player, and a guy stops me on the stairs backstage at the Whiskey, and he said, I'm Joe Holmes. Holmes. I said, Joe, I love your playing. He's like, yeah, I know. I always hear you talk about it. I'm doing this new band. And ever since, like every other week, he sends me a track from the studio. And everything is better than the next. It's insane.
Yeah. That was just great. I mean, because the way that he was able to, inject a blues feel into that soloing just blew my face off. That was incredible.
He's an amazing guy. He's been out of the game for a while, and I'm glad that he's back in and doing that sort of stuff. And just like Jake being back doing his thing. And we need guys like that playing some great music, and we need cool new stuff from Tracii Guns, which we have now too, man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, kind of on accident too, because you know me pretty well. I'm a pretty serious guy, and I'm always trying to cram the self-indulgent stuff down people's throat. And